In this video, I will show you how Apollo Sequence Builder works. I'll go over everything from how to set up your email inbox so that you can actually send emails, how the warm-up works, how the LinkedIn and phone call tasks work, and just everything you need to know about setting up a sequence and how you can actually start running the sequence. So let's just get right into it. Now, after you create your Apollo account, which if you haven't done so yet, you can do so for free through the link down in the description. But from there, under Engage, you want to go to Sequences. Here you will find all of your current sequences, but you can also click Create Sequence. And then you get 4 options. You can do the AI assisted, templates, clone one that you already have, or create one from scratch. Now, what I recommend doing first is either using templates or AI assisted. Now, if you use a template, you can see they have different categories. They have call-based, so if your outreach is mainly call-based, then you can select one of these templates. They also have much more specific stuff, such as congratulate to new role, convert inbound leads, fundraising, job postings. So if there's something here for you, you can just select it. If there isn't, then I would use their AI. So when using the AI assistant, you just fill out some information, such as your company or product name, your customers' pain points, value proposition, call to action, an overview of your company, and your additional context, and optionally also social proof. So I'll just fill this out, and from there just click on Generate New Sequence. Then the AI will set up a sequence for you. In this case, it is only using email. Now what I'm going to do is also add some other stuff such as LinkedIn and phone calls. But what you can already do right here is just customize what it has generated. So on day 1, it sends an automatic email, talent solutions for construction, a first name, and then it uses AI. Finding good employees can be tough, and then we help with full recruitment. So from there it sends another automatic email and then another one. So then you can just hit save sequence and it will then create the sequence. Now I'll show you how to edit it, but this is what the sequence looks like. So you just see the different steps. So step number 1, automatic email, test A. Then you have step 2, and in this case step 3. Now if I want, I can just go and add in another step by clicking in the top left right here on 3 steps and then click on add a step. Then here you have the options for what you can do. So automatic email and manual email. Then you can do a phone call, an action item, or LinkedIn connection request, send message, view profile, interact with post. Now for example, if I also want to include send connection request and I want to do that after my first email, then I can just drag it up there and this one happens immediately. Now let's say I want this one to happen after, let's say, 2 hours, then I can just enter that right here and click save. Then here it waits for 3 days. Let's say I want this to be 2, then I can just change that as well. Now I will add one more step, which will be to do a phone call to this person, and I'll do that between these 2 emails. Then here you can add a note for this phone call, or even better would be to add a script. So right here, if we just close the sequence steps, we can now go to the phone call step, and then here you can add the task note. You can also create a personalized call guide using AI, and then it will generate a script based on the contact. Now with emails, they are just automated, but with LinkedIn and phone calls, that of course is not automated, so that works a little bit differently. With those, it creates a task for you. And those tasks you can find right here under Tools and Automations, but after you set up the sequence, you can also find it per sequence. So for now, what I'm going to do is just click Save Changes, then click on Confirm, and now we have set up the sequence. Now, of course, you want to add some context, and I'll show you how to do that. But first, for actually connecting your emails so that you can send automated emails, you want to go to the deliverability suite in the bottom left. Then here, what you want to do is click Manage Mailboxes, and then you will find all of your connected mailboxes. So I already have one right here, but what you can do is just click Link Mailbox, and then from there in the free plan you can only have one, but if you are paying, which is probably worth it for a serious campaign, then you can connect more. And then here you have the warm up, and you can just toggle on warm up, and you can do automated warm up or inbox ramp up. The automatic one gradually increases sending volume using a trusted network of inboxes. The ramp up starts sending to real prospects right away with smart volume limits. What I'm going to do is automated warm up, click continue, and from there you can set it to progressive, flat, or randomized. They recommend progressive, and you can even set the exact amount of replies you get, the minimum email sends, the maximum, and you can also do continuous warm up, which is pretty smart to turn on, which means that even when you're using this mailbox for sending real emails to prospects, it will keep warming it up, and I do recommend doing this. So from there hit warm up mailbox, and then if you have the credits, it will start warming it up. Now one more thing to go over in the actual sequence builder is that you can of course do A/B tests. So right here we have test A, but if you click add test, you can then set up a B test, and you can even do more if you want. So you can test a different subject line and see the response rate for each test. So now we want to actually add some people into this list. So to do that, just go to people in the left menu and just find the prospect you want to add. So in this case, construction business owners in the United States with under 50 employees. So then it will just add the filters for you. You can also do this manually, but this is a bit quicker to do. And now here I'll just select 2 people. And then what you can do is click sequence and then add to existing sequence. And then here just add them to a sequence that you have just created. So select verified emails and then click next. And then from there add them to a sequence. So select the one that we have just created. And then you can send emails from, and if you have multiple mailboxes, you can rotate your mailboxes, which is again smart to do. But here, if you only have one, you can just select that one. But again, it is best to have multiple mailboxes and all of them warmed up, and even with continuous warming up, they can send emails even if Apollo could not find verified emails. I won't do this because that can hurt your deliverability. They can schedule add to sequence, and you can assign an owner. So this is the person that will be doing the phone calls, that will be doing the LinkedIn outreach. They can select mobile numbers. So in this case, I do want it to find mobile numbers for these prospected people, since I'm actually going to call them. And you can then choose to also export as CSV. I won't do that. So from there, just hit save. And now you can click activate workflow, and if I now go to my sequences right here and then open up my sequence and then click on contacts, then right here we can now see these 2 contacts, and also if we go to activity we can see what has happened. So we have just added 2 contacts, and then in a little bit it will send the first automatic email. From there it will send another email, and from there it will create a task for me to do a phone call to them. So how that works is you go to tools and automations right here and you click tasks, and then here you can see all of the tasks you need to do. So you can have call tasks, email tasks, and LinkedIn tasks. So whichever one it is, you can just see them right here, and I'll just create one as an example. So a new task associated with this person, type will be, let's say, LinkedIn send connection request, and then create task. So it will show up like a task right here, and then all you need to do is just do that task and mark it as done, and then it knows that you have done it. So you can just tick it off and then mark as complete, and then you have done the task. So that's how Apollo's sequence builder works. It's not too difficult, but you can create some really good sequences with it. Now in analytics, you can see your overall analytics, but if you go to a specific sequence, you can also see analytics or reports for that specific sequence. Now again, I'll leave a link down in the description to their sign up page where you can just sign up for Apollo for free forever, so you can use it for free for as long as you like. If this Apollo.io sequence tutorial was helpful, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to my channel. With that being said, I will see you in the next video.